Hello, Highlanders. My name is Dr. Kitchin. I am your new superintendent here in West Milford. Really excited to join the district and excited to be a part of driving this district forward. One of the things that we as administration have discussed is an effort to make sure that in driving this district forward, we're really working hard on communicating with our community. So related to that, we want to make sure your connection is not just to your individual schools, but is also to the district. That's why we came up with the idea of having these Highlander highlight segments. And with those segments, what we're going to do is put a video out a few times a year. And in those videos, we'll discuss some of the key things going on in the district. With that, I'm going to turn things over to our Director of Education, Mr. Dan Novak. He's going to talk to you a little bit more about some of our new programs and courses this year.
All right. Each year, we offer a lot of new and exciting programs for our schools. Today, I'd just like to highlight a few big new programs that we have. First, I'd like to highlight the McGraw-Hill Wonders Reading and Writing Program replacement for all students in grades kindergarten through grade 5. Parents can expect to hear a whole lot more about this program during elementary school back-to-school nights. They start the week of September 23rd. In addition to back-to-school nights, we'll be hosting a Wonders Parent Night on October 29th. So we look forward to sharing this new program with our elementary parents at this event. More information will come over the next few weeks. Another program we'd like to highlight is our new cybersecurity elective. Last year, the College Board awarded the West Milford High School Computer Science program as one of 225 high schools nationwide to receive the AP Computer Science Female Diversity Award. So building on the success of that program, we're now offering a cybersecurity course for our high school students that gives them access to not only potential multi-billion-dollar career pathway, but also prepares them with critical digital safety and literacy, technology literacy tools. At the Maccabi Middle School, our math department is offering for the first time a pre-AP Algebra 1 course that aims to build on foundational skills for our 8th grade students, preparing them for a future of advanced mathematics coursework. In addition to the courses being highlighted today, our high school English department worked over the summer to develop a series of lessons aimed at identifying acceptable and unacceptable uses of artificial intelligence using applications such as ChatGPT, Microsoft Copilot, etc. We'd like to highlight our staff for this in regard to the fact that so many districts are behind in this discussion. Our West Milford staff has really jumped in and made this a crucial discussion for our students, trying to keep up with the changing times and technology. So that's the new programs I want to highlight today.
That's great.
Right.
Thank you, Mr. Novak. I did have the opportunity to discuss some of these programs with Mr. Novak over the summer. A lot of effort went into planning the implementation of these programs. And at our most recent board meeting, we actually had the opportunity to get some presentations about these. So really excited for the future for our students with a lot of these different things. Thank you so much for highlighting them.
All right.
Up next, we are going to be bringing in our business administrator, Mr. Billy Schultz. He's going to be going over some of our facilities projects updates from the summer and a few upcoming projects as well. Mr. Schultz, why don't you share a little bit more about some of the projects that have gone on over the summer, as well as anything that you've got sort of in queue to be done throughout this year and beyond?
Sure. Thank you, Dr. Kitchen. It was a very busy summer for our operations and maintenance and custodial staff, who worked extremely hard on all the summer projects and preparing our facilities to get ready for students and staff for the beginning of school in September. I would like to thank Mr. Doug Glenn, our Supervisor of Buildings and Grounds, and his entire team for their hard work and dedication this summer. A number of the facility projects are recently completed or in progress across the district, include the installation of a fence at PK School and many playground enhancements throughout the district. This is to enhance some safety and recreational spaces for our youngest learners in the district. Also, we upgraded the high school computer lab in room 233. That includes a complete upgrade to support the new digital learning initiatives, including new furniture, carpeting, and of course new technology for the room as well. Also at the high school, we upgraded we replaced the water pumps, and that ensures that our infrastructure supports our daily operations without any threats of disruption. Additionally, on some of the athletic fields, we Kilgallen Field, the maintenance staff replaced all of the bleachers down at Kilgallen. And over there at the former Westbrook School at the current Highlander Academy, there's new signage over there to proudly display our academy's achievements, which was on display at our football game this past Friday night. There has been some updates for more accessible and inviting entrance for the visitors at the McCormick Field. Moving forward, some projects that are in progress. The Macapin Courtyard, the district is planning a beautification effort to create a welcoming outdoor learning and social space for our middle school students. At UGL School, we also have the window replacement project and security vestibule upgrade, and the septic replacement project that is currently ongoing. And at Apshawa School, we have the PA system replacement that is currently being performed at the school right now. And we are also working with the Township of West Milford for the Digos Field lighting and turf project to work with them over the next couple of years to implement lighting and turf for our to benefit our multiple athletic programs in our community.
Thank you, Mr. Schultz. I'm really excited about some of those upcoming projects. I agree. I want to just thank our building and grounds crew and our maintenance team. Mr. Glenn and their team did a wonderful job this summer. And these upcoming projects are really great. I know we had the opportunity to walk through the Macapin Courtyard, and it's really such a wonderful space, but it's been underutilized in recent years. So to kind of reclaim that for our students, it's really going to be great for our educational programs. So
I agree.
Thank you for highlighting those things.
Yep, you're welcome. Thank you.
Up next, we're going to hear a little bit more about staffing, beginning with some of our staff training. So again, for that, we're going to go to our Director of Education, Mr. Novak. He's going to talk a little more about some of the training our staff received to start this year.
Thank you. As we just heard from Mr. Schultz, our business administrator, about many of the projects we have in place to invest in our facilities and our grounds, we also feel very strongly about investing in our people, investing in our staff. So one thing I'd like to highlight before the year begins is the practice that we follow in so many ways in content areas is the training of our staff for best practice instruction, whether it's mathematics, language arts, social studies, history, the phys ed department. We invest heavily in job embedded professional development. Our staff get to participate in this process, which leads to our usage of a substitute teacher. So I like to point that out to our families at the beginning of the year to just kind of remind everyone that on occasion your children are going to be in classrooms that have substitute teachers, and that's often by design. When we're training for mathematics, we'll send our staff members out probably 7 to 10 times during the school year. So that they can receive this training, and we've had great success with a lot of those things. That's just one small example of the things that we do. But I basically want to just say that often if there's a substitute teacher, you can probably blame me, because we are investing in that professional development. And if anyone ever has any questions for that, I'm always able to answer a phone call or answer an email to address those types of things. And I believe that's what I have.
That's great. And I think, again, a lot of these new programs we're bringing in, it's really important for us to make sure that our staff are really well trained on that, so we're providing the top quality education that we expect. Sort of related to staffing, I do want to toss things over to our Director of Special Services, Dr. Ressa. Dr. Ressa, I know you've had a few new positions that you've been filling this year. Can you talk to us a little bit about some of the challenges that you've been facing in filling those roles?
Yeah, no, thank you, Dr. Kitchin. Good day, everyone. Director of Special Services, Derek Ressa. Nice to be with you. So we have been facing a number of staffing challenges this year as it pertains to just meeting the needs of a variety of students and needs, specifically in special education. We have been very resourceful in working not only with our administrative team and staff, but also looking at various ways that we can bring in staff through maybe some agencies or other networks that we can leverage to help bring in and address some of those challenges. That's something that we're going to continue to do, and we appreciate everyone's patience and understanding with that process. But our goal is to make sure that all of our students have what they need and that we are addressing the needs appropriately.
Thank you, Dr. Ressa. And I know that related to some of those positions we've been filling, there's certain open positions that regularly exist for us. So I know with our our substitute teachers, with our paraprofessionals, and even with our bus drivers, we have a variety of positions that we're usually looking for. So if there's members of our community that feel like one of those might be a good fit for them, you can navigate to view those openings on our website. And it will be something that you can see, you can put in for. And a lot of times in our schools, we're looking for that. Substitutes especially, there's regularly days where we're trying to cover positions because there's jobs that remain open and unfilled. Now, related to that, I also want to share some news. So over the summer, we did partner with a company called Swing Education. Swing Education is a sort of a substitute teaching service that supplements our own filling of these substitute teaching roles. So it's something that will help us to fill some of those unfilled positions, because they will have people that are certified substitute teachers that have been vetted, that have had background checks, that are able to go through Swing to any of these surrounding districts. So ideally, we like to have our own people in, because I know we've got some really strong subs. We have some people who do a great job for us and they're familiar with our district, but it's those openings that are left unfilled that we're looking to sort of supplement using this Swing Education. So excited to see how that works for us, and see if it's something that's going to really make sure that we're still putting people into those classrooms to meet the needs of our students. Up next, we are going to throw things to Joe Trentacosta, our Director of Athletics, and he's going to talk a little bit more about some of our sports teams and some of the things going on in that department.
Thank you, Dr. Kitchin. This is Joe Trentacosta here in the athletic office. Really proud to say we're off to a great start in our athletic programs. We have 3 teams currently undefeated. Our girls cross country, field hockey, and football are off to a fantastic start with undefeated season thus far. Our football team is 3-0. We had a great community event where we honored all of our veterans in the community. The West Point Cadet Paratroop team came in, and you'll see some video on that, but that was really fantastic. And I'd also like to mention, if you're interested in seeing some athletic events and coming out to see our team and support our student athletes, you can find our calendar on the West Milford Township Public Schools website. If you go to wmtps.org, you'll see a little running guy in the bottom right-hand corner, and you click on that. It takes you right to our athletics website. That athletics website also can be directly accessed at highlanderathletics.com. Again, we're off to a great start. We really appreciate the support of the community and the support of everyone here at West Milford High School.
Up next, we want to talk about our district calendar. So on our website, you'll be able to navigate to the district calendar, and all of our school calendars will populate to that district calendar. So whatever school your child goes to, you have the ability on the right side of the screen to click on that school, in addition to the fact that you can see all of the district events. But by clicking that school, you can kind of see what's going on for your individual child.
And if you've been here for a while, you've seen a number of websites over the years. One of the parts we wanted to highlight with the recent upgrade of this website is the calendar feature. If you're scrolling on our homepage, it's on the top banner. The word calendar is on the far right. There's a couple of other calendar locations down below for each school, but the main district calendar is that link on the top in the banner. When you get there, you can refer to as Dr. Kitchin just described, where you can click individually about the school that you want to see. We are working to put our district-wide events throughout the year up there well in advance, so that when you can log in, the default would be your district calendar, and then you can navigate to your child's school to see the events that are taking place. And as Mr. Trentacosta just talked about, there's a tremendous process for our athletics to also feed into that. So, the hope in this, really sort of managing this website calendar in a more dedicated manner is that everyone in West Milford knows when our big events are and has plenty of notice for planning ahead.
Yeah, I think one of the benefits to being able to click on the individual schools too is that if you've got kids in multiple schools, you can click multiple calendars and you can kind of see where there's overlapping events where, mom and dad might have to divide and conquer going to different things or whatever the case may be. So it's nice to have that kind of all in one place.
Right. And later this week when Dr. Kitchin meets with some of our school parent groups with PTA, PTOs, et cetera, he's going to highlight that the district calendar is a great place for you to plan ahead. So you can see if you're looking to, if you're part of a community group or a volunteer who wants to help out in the schools, if you're looking ahead, that should be the location for you to, cross-check your calendars and plan your events.
Great. Thank you, Mr. Novak. Okay, we have a few more things that we want to go over for you before we close things out. So we're going to hit on a few quick things here all together, and we're going to jump right in here.
All right. For those ESPN, pardon the interruption, fans, this is our big finish. So I'd like to start with one of the most exciting developments in my time in West Milford, and that's a long time. Is we're celebrating the death of the paper emergency form. I know I speak for large families everywhere who were just tired of filling this paper out time and time again. So I'd like to say, thank you to Dr. Ressa and our district nursing staff for making that a priority this summer to get together and work on some of the logistics so that we can utilize our parent portal and make sure we're maintaining the safety and security of our students without using this unnecessary form. Many of you don't know the pain that it has caused many of us. So I just want to say thank you, and Dr. Ressa has some other comments on that.
Yeah, thank you, Mr. Novak. We appreciate that. And again, a big kudos to our nursing staff that got together this summer to help work on that element. But in an effort to streamline communication, what we did do with the website and our real-time and parent portal is that you'll notice 2 questions in that parent portal that ask about the importance of noting information about any scoliosis, as that a medical condition, as well as any updated insurance information. So when you do log into the parent portal, please make sure that your emergency information is up to date, and take the time to complete that, as it's a great help to our nurses as they get the information.
Right, and along with the scoliosis question, it's also going to require a permission for the scoliosis screening. So that's going to be a question along with some of the collection of information that you'll see on the parent portal. What we will do in the coming week is send a school messenger out that links directly to the parent portal so that parents who already answered some of the beginning of the year questions can go back in, update their contact information, and answer these new questions.
Piggybacking off of that parent portal, please make sure you go into the parent portal and update your contact information. Similar to those emergency forms, it's really important that your school, your teachers, your main office have all of that updated information. So if you move or your phone number changes or your emergency contacts change, please make sure all of that information is up to date in real time.
One quick hitter I have here is a Chromebook insurance. If you haven't already, please remember to secure Chromebook insurance. The cost is $20 for individual students with a $40 maximum for family coverage. There's a September 30th deadline, and it's fast approaching. The insurance will help cover accidental damage to any district-issued devices. Be sure to find any of this related information on the district website. Any enrollments received after September 30th will require a 14-day waiting period before the coverage will take effect.
Free and reduced lunch program. If you haven't signed up for it, if you think you may be eligible, that information is on our website. We can show you how to navigate there in this video. But you're going to go onto that website up at the top banner, and you're going to go to the parent resources, and you can navigate there through the food service program. Even if you're not sure if you're eligible, you might as well apply for it, because there's the possibility that you'd be eligible for that free and reduced lunch, but also it does help our district in terms of state funding. If we have all the appropriate people enrolled, then it helps us to receive the appropriate funding from the state. So that is very helpful.
The district at the September 17th board meeting approved the updating of our long-range facility plan. So the district will be updating this plan for future projects. So the update will include the aforementioned improvements at Digos Field, which the Board of Ed is currently working closely with the Township of West Milford on. So I'd like to also thank the Township for their participation and their assistance with this project.
And my final announcement is just to remind everyone that we do have a process in the district called Family Days. That's in reference to time periods that we designate in all of our schools to, celebrate the West Milford family and time together. And that allows our staff to assign no homework on those days. So the family days description memo is being shared with our staff, and they're going to be able to have that available for discussion and distribution at our back to school nights, as well as for the first time we are going to be adding those days to the district calendar, since we have that since we now have that process in place to advertise and put things well in advance. So look for the phrase family days on periods of time where that would be a no homework designation. There are different dates for our kindergarten through fifth grade group, and different sets of dates for our middle school and high school, just based on the different programs and the types of things that are going on. So look forward to that, and you can check the calendar.
Great. And we're going to finish up with some thank yous. I want to start by thanking the gentleman sitting here with me. This admin team has been tremendous. They've done a great job of making the transition for me into the district really smooth. So thank you to all of you. I want to thank our teachers. Obviously, they're a tremendously important part of the education we provide here. I already mentioned our building and grounds crew, but they really did a tremendous job this summer, so they should be thanked. Our administration for all the work they put in over the summer, our secretaries, every single person who has a connection to this district has really put a lot of effort into making sure that we are able to provide the best quality education here in West Milford. So that's really great. We want to thank our Board of Education for all their support in helping us to drive this district forward. And lastly, we want to thank you. We want to thank our families, our students, for entrusting us with your child's future, with their education. And we really look forward to a great 24-25 school year. Thank you so much, and we'll see you soon.